Welcome, explorers! Prepare to journey to a land of extremes, where the ice never melts and the winds howl across vast white deserts. This is Antarctica. A continent of stark beauty and mystifying secrets that has captivated the imaginations of adventurers and scientists alike. Over the next few minutes, we'll take a deep dive into 19 incredible wonders of Antarctica, each one showcasing the uniqueness of this frozen wilderness, its wildlife, its geological features, and its role in our planet's future. From towering volcanoes to Antarctic meteorites, Antarctica is far more than just ice and snow. It's a living, breathing enigma. So, gear up as we uncover the hidden marvels of the last great wilderness on Earth. 1. The Antarctic ice sheet, the world's largest freshwater reserve. Antarctica's ice sheet is the true heart of this frozen land, and it's as mind-boggling as it sounds. Covering an area of 14 million square kilometers, the ice sheet is not just vast, it's an essential part of the global climate system. The sheer scale of this sheet is almost impossible to fathom. It contains a staggering 70% of the Earth's fresh water, which is enough to raise sea levels by 60 meters if it were to melt entirely. This frozen reserve is more than just an ice mass. It's a living archive, preserving air bubbles that have been trapped for millions of years. Scientists drill deep into the ice, pulling core samples to study these ancient air pockets, offering a glimpse into Earth's prehistoric atmosphere and climate patterns. But beyond its size, the ice sheet's role in regulating the Earth's temperature is vital, as it reflects sunlight, helping to keep the planet cooler. This gigantic block of ice is a key player in our understanding of climate change and global warming, making it one of the most important natural phenomena on Earth. 2. Mount Erebus, the fiery heart of Antarctica. While Antarctica is known for its icy terrain, Mount Erebus proves that fire can exist in the frozen wilderness. Standing proudly at 3,794 meters, Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano on the planet, and its relentless activity has earned it the title of one of the most fascinating geological features in the world. What makes Erebus truly extraordinary is its persistent lava lake, which constantly bubbles and boils deep within the crater. This isn't just a volcanic eruption that comes and goes. Erebus continuously expels gases, lava, and ash, making it one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. Its stark contrast to the surrounding ice fields creates an atmosphere of surreal beauty, volcanic fire clashing with frozen snow. For scientists, Mount Erebus is a natural laboratory, allowing them to study volcanic gases and extreme environmental conditions, as well as the remarkable life forms that survive near its fumaroles, extremophiles that thrive in conditions where nothing else can. 3. The dry valleys, a landscape that could be Mars. In the midst of Antarctica lies an area so barren, it's been dubbed the Dry Valleys. These valleys, located in the McMurdo Dry Valleys region, are a place where life as we know it seems impossible. With an average rainfall of less than 2 inches a year, the dry valleys are the driest place on Earth, with no permanent snow or ice. The conditions are so harsh that it's hard to imagine anything living here. However, these valleys are home to ancient microbes that have been sealed away beneath the surface for millions of years, relying on the salt and mineral-rich water underneath for survival. The landscape is also eerily reminiscent of the surface of Mars, and scientists use this analogy to study how microbial life might survive on the red planet. The dry valleys are often used to simulate Mars exploration missions, making them not just a terrestrial curiosity, but a key location for extraterrestrial research. 4. The Ross Ice Shelf, a floating fortress of ice. The Ross Ice Shelf is one of the most significant features of Antarctica, not just because of its sheer size, but also because of its critical role in global sea level regulation. It's the largest ice shelf in the world, spanning over 500,000 square kilometers, and its size alone is enough to make it a wonder. What makes it even more fascinating is the way it acts as a giant barrier, preventing the ice sheets of the Antarctic interior from sliding into the ocean. The ice cliffs along the edge of the shelf are dramatic, towering as high as 50 meters, and they break off in chunks to create massive icebergs that drift toward warmer waters. While this natural process of iceberg calving is normal, the accelerated melting of the Ross Ice Shelf in recent years is a clear indicator of the effects of climate change, making it a crucial focal point for climate scientists. Watching the power of nature unfold here, with giant icebergs splitting from the shelf and floating away, is nothing short of awe-inspiring. 5. Emperor penguins, Antarctic's resilient royalty. The emperor penguins are arguably the most iconic residents of Antarctica, known not just for their size, but for their incredible resilience in the home of extreme conditions. Standing at over 1 meter tall, they are the largest of all penguin species. These penguins can withstand some of the coldest temperatures on Earth, withstanding 60 degrees in winds as they huddle together in massive colonies to keep warm. Their most famous survival tactic comes during the winter months when the males incubate the eggs, standing for up to 2 months without food, enduring blizzards and freezing conditions. They huddle together in groups of up to 10,000 birds, braving the elements to protect their future offspring. What's even more impressive is their ability to forage in the icy waters, diving as deep as 500 meters to find food, and yet always returning to their colonies to nurture their young. The emperor penguin is not just a symbol of Antarctica's wildlife, but a true marvel of nature's ability to adapt and thrive in the harshest environments. 6. Blood Falls, Antarctica's mysterious red oasis. In one of the most bizarre and eerie locations in Antarctica, a red river of water flows from the Taylor Glacier, staining the ice around it in a startling blood-red hue. This is Blood Falls, one of the most intriguing natural phenomena in the world. But what causes this peculiar color? It's not blood, but iron-rich salt water that has been trapped in the glacier for millions of years. When it seeps out, it reacts with the oxygen in the air, oxidizing the iron and turning the water bright red. This strange sight is more than just a visual oddity. It holds the key to understanding life in extreme conditions. Underneath the glacier, scientists have discovered microbial life that thrives on sulfur and iron compounds, using them as their energy source in the absence of sunlight. Studying these microbes helps scientists explore the potential for life on other planets where similar conditions might exist. 7. The Southern Ocean, the heartbeat of Antarctic marine life. Encircling Antarctica, the Southern Ocean is not just a body of water. It's the lifeblood of the entire Antarctic ecosystem. Home to some of the most diverse marine life on Earth, it's teeming with creatures that have adapted to the icy waters. From the tiny krill that form the base of the food chain to giant whales, the Southern Ocean is a feeding ground for many species. Every year, humpback whales and blue whales travel to these nutrient-rich waters to feed on krill, while orcas hunt seals and penguins in one of nature's most dramatic predator-prey dynamics. But the Southern Ocean isn't just important for animals. It plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate system. Its deep currents circulate warm and cold water around the planet, influencing global weather patterns and helping to regulate the Earth's temperature. The Southern Ocean is, in essence, the planet's climate engine. 8. The Scientific Research Stations, bases for global cooperation. Antarctica is home to more than 30 research stations operated by countries from around the world. These stations are hubs of scientific discovery, where researchers study everything from climate change and glaciology to astronomy and marine biology. Some of the most famous research stations include the Amundsen-Scott South Pole Station, the McMurdo Station, and the Vostok Station. The international nature of Antarctic research fosters a sense of global cooperation and peace, as scientists from different countries work together to explore the unknown and solve the planet's most pressing challenges. 9. The Antarctic Peninsula, a fragile gateway to the continent. The Antarctic Peninsula is one of the most stunning and accessible parts of the continent, stretching out towards South America. It's often referred to as Antarctica's Gateway, as it's the area where most research stations are located and the starting point for many expeditions. While it's covered by glaciers and ice, the peninsula's climate is slightly warmer than the interior, making it the most hospitable place for life. Here, you'll find Adelie penguins, Gentoo penguins, and even the occasional killer whale in its waters. But the real wonder of the peninsula lies in its fragility. Rising temperatures have caused the ice shelves in the area to retreat rapidly, a phenomenon that is affecting both the local wildlife and the global sea levels. This region provides a stark visual reminder of how climate change is altering the Antarctic landscape and why it's so important to preserve this last, unspoiled wilderness. 10. Antarctic meteorites, space rocks in the frozen desert. While Antarctica may seem like a remote, desolate landscape, it's actually one of the best places on Earth to find meteorites. Each year, scientists recover thousands of space rocks from the icy desert. The reason they're so abundant here is because of the dry, cold conditions that preserve the meteorites, along with the glacial movement that helps expose them. The black rock fragments stand out dramatically against the white ice, making them easier to spot than in other environments. These meteorites are a treasure trove for scientists who study them, as they contain information about the early solar system and the origins of life. Some meteorites found here are believed to have come from Mars or even the Moon, providing a direct connection to our solar system's history and evolution. These discoveries help unravel the mysteries of planetary formation and offer critical insights into the origins of life on Earth. 11. The Antarctic Convergence, where waters meet in a swirling whirlpool. The Antarctic Convergence is an invisible line that circles the continent, where cold waters from the south meet the warmer waters from the north. This boundary creates a unique phenomenon where the two opposing currents collide and create a swirling whirlpool of nutrient-rich waters. This nutrient-rich environment is what supports much of the marine life that feeds on krill, which in turn supports larger species like whales, seals, and penguins. The convergence plays a key role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems, supporting a biodiversity hotspot in an otherwise barren world. This region is a primary area for the Southern Ocean's unique food webs, creating a delicate ecosystem that thrives on the flow of nutrient cycling, while also stabilizing the Earth's climate by absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. 12. The Weddell Sea, where icebergs meet the ocean. The Weddell Sea is one of Antarctica's most isolated and remote regions, known for its vast ice shelves and enormous icebergs. This area is famous for being one of the coldest and harshest places on Earth, where the sea ice extends out as far as the eye can see. But despite its extreme conditions, the Weddell Sea is a key location for marine biology. Beneath the ice lies a rich biodiversity that includes the elusive leopard seal, minke whales, and emperor penguins. The Weddell Sea also houses the Weddell Sea polynya, an area of open water surrounded by sea ice that acts as a crucial feeding ground for marine animals during the winter months. The polynya is one of the few places where the ocean remains ice-free, allowing phytoplankton and zooplankton to thrive. In recent years, scientists have been increasingly concerned about the impact of climate change on this fragile region, as the ice continues to thin and retreat at an alarming rate. 13. The Antarctic Ice Core, a glimpse into Earth's past. Ice cores from Antarctica are some of the most valuable tools for understanding the Earth's climate history. By drilling deep into the ice, scientists can extract cylindrical samples that contain information about atmospheric conditions dating back hundreds of thousands of years. These ice cores hold bubbles of ancient air, allowing researchers to study the levels of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere. This data is crucial for understanding the natural climate cycles and how human activity is influencing the climate change we see today. The ice cores are like time capsules that provide essential information for combating global warming and protecting the environment. 14. The Antarctic Oasis. Life against all odds. Hidden amidst the frigid landscapes of Antarctica, there are small, isolated areas known as Antarctic oases. These regions are microhabitats where life can thrive despite the extreme conditions. The most famous of these is the McMurdo Dry Valleys, which contain patches of open water that remain liquid throughout the year due to geothermal heating. These oases support a surprising variety of life, including mosses, lichens, and bacteria. They are crucial for understanding how life can survive in extreme environments and provide clues about how life might exist on other planets. 15. Antarctic glaciers, ice rivers, that shape the landscape. Antarctica's glaciers are not just static masses of ice. They're living, flowing rivers of ice that shape the continent's landscape. These glaciers, such as the Lambert Glacier, are among the largest and most powerful on Earth. The Lambert Glacier is a massive 400 kilometers long and 100 kilometers wide, making it the world's largest glacier in terms of volume and flow. It's so massive that it's often referred to as an ice river and has been slowly carving out valleys and channels across the continent for millions of years. The movement of these glaciers affects both the land and the ocean as they push enormous amounts of ice into the sea, leading to the formation of gigantic icebergs. Glaciers like these are constantly shifting, cracking, and crevassing, reshaping the frozen continent and playing an essential role in Antarctica's ongoing climate cycles. 16. The Aurora Australis, the Southern Lights. Just as the Northern Hemisphere enjoys the Northern Lights, Antarctica is the home of the stunning Aurora Australis, or the Southern Lights. These beautiful dancing lights occur when solar particles interact with the Earth's magnetic field, causing vivid bursts of green, purple, and red to streak across the night sky. While the Northern Lights can be viewed from regions like Norway or Canada, the Southern Lights are best seen from the southernmost tip of the Earth, often over the Southern Ocean or the Antarctic Peninsula. The Aurora Australis is a mesmerizing natural display that fills the night sky with colors, serving as a reminder of the stunning beauty and mystery of the farthest reaches of our planet. The phenomenon can be viewed during the winter months of the Southern Hemisphere, when the nights are long and dark, providing the perfect backdrop for the celestial spectacle. 17. Mount Erebus, the active volcano of Antarctica. Standing at 3,794 meters tall, Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano on Earth, located on Ross Island. This volcano is unique in that it constantly emits a steady plume of smoke and gases, making it a symbol of the raw geological power at work in Antarctica. Its persistent lava lake, one of the few in the world, has fascinated scientists for years. The volcano's eruption patterns provide valuable data on the dynamics of active volcanoes in extreme environments, and its study is key to understanding volcanic activity in other polar regions, like Iceland and Alaska. Mount Erebus remains one of the most captivating features of Antarctica's geological landscape and a reminder of the ever-changing nature of our planet. 18. The Antarctic Ocean, a deep ocean rich with life. The Southern Ocean, which surrounds Antarctica, is an important part of the planet's climate system and biodiversity. This body of water is unique because it is the only ocean that encircles a continent, playing a significant role in global ocean currents and weather patterns. The waters are rich with marine life, particularly krill, which forms the base of the food chain for much of the Southern Hemisphere's wildlife. Blue whales, the largest animals to have ever lived on Earth, migrate to the Southern Ocean during the summer months to feed on krill. The Southern Ocean also acts as a carbon sink, absorbing vast amounts of CO2 from the atmosphere, which helps regulate the planet's climate. 19. The Antarctic Ice Caves, glacial wonders beneath the surface. Hidden beneath Antarctica's massive ice sheets are ice caves, some of which have been untouched for millions of years. These caves, often carved by meltwater from glaciers, are home to a variety of unique formations, including ice stalactites and frozen waterfalls. The isolation and extreme conditions make these caves incredibly fragile. But they also provide researchers with a fascinating glimpse into the history of the continent. Some scientists believe that life could be hidden in these caves, surviving in complete isolation from the outside world. The cave's unique environment offers the possibility of discovering new species and uncovering secrets about Earth's past climate. As we wrap up our journey through the hidden wonders of Antarctica, it's clear that this frozen continent is far more than just an icy wilderness. From its active volcanoes to its stunning wildlife, ancient lakes, and cosmic meteorites, Antarctica is a treasure trove of geological, biological, and environmental mysteries. It holds answers to questions that could change the way we understand our planet and the universe. And as we continue to explore, study, and protect this majestic land, we're reminded of the importance of preserving such unique and fragile ecosystems. What's your favorite wonder from our journey through Antarctica? Like this video if you're fascinated by the frozen continent, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world's most mysterious places. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and tell us what you'd love to see next on our channel. Together, let's keep exploring and discovering the marvels of the world.